This is what a cookie bar should be. You better come up here and get you one of these. We're starting with browning half a cup of butter. It'll go from melted to loud and bubbly and to quiet and foamy. And this is when the browning process starts. And one of the biggest mistakes I see is that people don't brown it far enough. So I think a lot of people would maybe stop here, but you want to go a little bit farther until it reaches kind of like a dark gingerbread color. People say amber. Okay, now that is the color we're looking for. So immediately pull it off the heat. Immediately pour it into a separate dish. It's hard to do this way so that the browning process stops completely because it will turn burnt very, very fast. I'm gonna drop in a cold tablespoon of butter to get everything kind of cooling down and to ensure I reach back up to half a cup of butter. It's been sitting here cooling down for about like 20 minutes. So now we can make the dough. Half a cup of dark brown sugar for extra richness and chew, and then a quarter cup of granulated sugar. Oop, that was too much. Perfect. Whisk in our brown butter. It's still a little bit warm, but that's okay as long as it's not like piping hot. Get every single brown bit that's in here. Look at that color. 1 large egg, and then 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla, but do I ever actually measure? No. And whenever you whisk in an egg into your cookie dough, you really wanna get after it. You want to emulsify and bring everything together. So it should turn really like glossy and thick. It will lighten just slightly in color. Perfection. Okay. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. And then I used salted butter, so I'm going to use half a teaspoon of kosher salt, but if you use unsalted, I would use 3/4 teaspoon. Get this nice and combined. And then 165 grams of flour or 1 1/4 cup. Although I highly recommend weighing your ingredients. I thought it wasn't going to be enough. Perfect. Switching to a spatula, I'm gonna fold this. And then just before this fully comes together, it's still pretty shaggy. I'm gonna mix in 1 cup of chocolate chips. So satisfying when you get to finish off 2 partially open bags at once. And the reason why you mix in the chocolate chips when the flour still isn't fully mixed in is so that you prevent over mixing the dough. This just smells like toffee. It's so good. I have a greased and lined 8x8 pan. Scoop all this in. Pretty sticky, so oh my God, you just scared the shit out of me.
Oh my God.
I like to top it with extra chocolate chips before baking. I do regular and mini because I just like the variety in textures and sizes. This bakes at 350 for about 25 minutes or until the edges are nicely light and golden and the center looks a little bit underdone. We cannot forget the flaky sea salt. Wipe the knife between each cut. Wow, so impressed with myself. Well, these are sliced. They're so dense and rich and buttery. Still a little warm. You're gonna wanna make these.